Good afternoon, University. How are you? Smoke with Bob here. How y'all doing today? All right, it is a little after 12:30 here on Saturday. Just wanted to do a review of the Steamulation Pro X hookah. I know I promised you all to do this a couple days ago. Unfortunately, got tied up with kids, but you know how that goes. But I just wanted to do, hey Paul, how are you? So I wanted to do a quick review. First of all, before I get started, how about a big shout out to all our admins here and moderators at Hookah University. We have such an amazing group. I mean, we hit 4,000 members, something to be extremely proud of. We are putting out amazing content. We've got an amazing group of people here, and honestly, the best group out on Facebook regarding hookah and products. We are definitely an amazing group. We are a family. And very proud of all of us for achieving this monumental goal of 4,000 people so far. So congratulations to all of us out there, and really, really happy to be part of this group, be one of your admins. Emran, how are you? Good morning, Tanner, how are you? And yes, happy 4K weekend, brother. Yes, Paul. Sally, hey, how are you? Okay, so let's get started. We're going to talk about the Steamulation Pro X. I've got some pros, I've got some cons, and I'll discuss that as we go along. So let's flip the camera around. Let's get this, I'll go over everything that came with this hookah, and then we'll build it, put it together, we'll pack a bowl, and we'll get started. So let's grab the camera, and let me flip the camera around and show you. Let's see here. Alright, so comes in that box. And there's some instructions in there. I'll go over that with you. Just show you all the parts here real quick. And these parts over here we'll go over later because that doesn't actually come with the hookah. So we'll go over that. Those are additional purchases. But anyway, so this is it. So let me turn the camera back around and then we'll start discussing all this. Steamulation Pro X. I picked it up from a website called elbadia.com. They're located in Paris, France. With a promo code, I paid just shy of 316 euros and 71 euros for shipping. So we're talking about close to 400 euros. You know, you're pushing 500 US dollars for this product. So that's where I purchased it from. I'm sure you can buy it directly from Steamulation or some other websites, but that's where I got the product from. Everything, including the base, comes in this box, okay? Everything was packaged extremely well and nice, so that is a good thing, especially with this base. You're going to get this little information packet, all right? Inside, you're going to get a certificate that it's a genuine Steamulation product, which is really nice. You'll get that. You're going to get inside here just a little thank you for your purchase, purchasing your new hookah from us. Welcome to the world of Steamulation, in this little envelope here. And then you got a little manual, not much in here. It just discusses how to put this together. Just so you know, this top diagram here does not represent the Pro X. This is another model. We'll discuss that also, so you're not going to be using this. And it explains it, that this is not for that model, but it's in this manual. And then it has the features on one side and how to assemble the Pro X, okay? So these are all the little, this is the paperwork that you get with this hookah. All right, so let's start off with, let me just show you the base. All right. Base, very heavy glass base. The base is, as you can see, it is got this cutout opening here to see your water level, which is really, really nice. You know, since it is a blackout base, you know, being able to see your water level is excellent. Okay, so and then you can see how this has a slide attachment for the heart. So I'll go over the heart here in a second. So you just take it, and that's it. You're in, right? So that's how it clicks in. We'll discuss the heart in a minute. But anyway, so very nice, heavy base. I like the design. Very, very cool. It reminds me of my Ginny's Gator that also connects like that. So really, really neat connection set up here. Let's get right to the guts of this thing. All right, your heart. Very, very heavy stainless steel. Looks kind of intricate compared to many other hearts, similar to the Aeon as far as all these additional parts, except with this hookah you only have one set of 4 purge balls, where the Aeon you're going to have 2 sets of 4 purge balls, so a little different. Okay, so what this has on here is adjustable airflow on here. So you would turn these little stems here, and I don't know if you can see, they've got this mark out here, okay? Open and close, okay? And if you look inside here, as you turn, let me see if I can get on the one on my, if you turn this, you'll see how it closes, right? So now it's fully closed, and then there's a little, let me see, a little cutout right there, a little notch, saying it's fully closed, and as you can see it is. And then when you open it, fully open, let's get that open for you. There you go. And then it would show up here, the little tick is up there. So that's how these work. The thing that I don't like about this heart is these are held in with O-rings. I was able to get these off for cleaning one time, and I literally ripped up my hands. I tore off all the skin off my fingers trying to get this out with my fingers. I cannot, no matter how hard I pull, I can't get this out. These are O-ring held in. I did get them out. It says you should be able to take them out for cleaning, but no, there was nothing in here that shows an easier way to get this out, and I can't get it out. So, not a big deal. You don't need to take these out for cleaning. Literally, you can run the hot water through here. There's some clips inside here, some metal clips. You see when I'm turning that right now, you see that metal inside there? That's just a clip, okay, that I'm covering and opening. So you can take those out, excuse me. So that's, when you pull this out, you'd be able to get to them. You know, maybe you're stronger than me, but I can't get this out. They're just O-ring held in, and they're supposed to come in and out for easy cleaning and use, but I couldn't get it. Now, the bottom of this heart, okay, you can have the large holes are for the purge balls, and then you've got the pistons, okay, and this is what the pistons look like. All right, the pistons are going to go into the small hole right here, okay, so that's where those go, and the pistons are going to help. What that does is, you know how on a traditional 4 opening pipe, if you got 2 people smoking, you can't really purge, right? So now with this, you can put 4 purge balls in here and all smoke together and be able to purge with those pistons, which is kind of nice. Alex, how are you? So let's see, Paul says being able to see the water lines must. Absolutely. So what is the difference between the Pro X and the Classic Pro? Alfred, I can tell you, I don't have any experience with the Classic Pro. This is my first Steamulation, so honestly, I can't tell you the difference between the two. You could probably go on the Steamulation website and see the difference. But anyways, yeah. So you'll be able with this pipe, okay. Besides being a 360-degree swivel once it's in, you'll be able to, if you put more than one person wants to smoke off this pipe. Okay, you leave all four purge balls in, and you can both smoke. Okay, and you can purge. You know, in the old days, if you have a traditional 4-pipe hookah, if one was purging, you kind of had to like put your finger on the top of the other hose. Okay, you don't have to do that anymore. These pistons help prevent that. So the Aeon does something very similar as well. Just a different type of setup, the way Steamulation does it from Aeon. But yeah, this is one of the things that I hate about this pipe, is the fact that I can't get these parts out. That just kind of irritates the hell out of me, because I'm that technical guy that needs to be able to take everything apart. And the fact that I have a hard time and I can't get this out just bothers the hell out of me, but I deal with it. Does it take away from my smoking experience? No, but for the amount of money that I'm paying, it should be a lot easier than that. So, and as far as adjusting these airflows, what these do, they're saying is if you like a more restricted draw, you can, if you're smoking by yourself, you can close these ports and makes it more restricted. Honestly, there's a little difference, not much difference if you close off the ports. I mean, it will be a little bit tighter, but it's still going to be an open draw either way. So I think it's more gimmicky than it is anything as far as what this is actually doing by turning. and cutting off the airflow, because it's still an open pipe. You get a little less restriction, but not a lot. Alex says AN is okay, but Steamulation does it better. Alex, I'm not agreeing with you on that, and the reason is I think the Steamulation, they make everything easy to take apart and put back together. This is just impossible to take apart. I don't like it. I like the hookah itself. I don't like the way this was built. Okay, I like AN better. That's just personal preference, but that's okay. You know, we can agree to disagree. It is beautiful. Like I said, very heavy. So now I'm going to put this together. Now, since I'm smoking by myself, okay, I'm only going to put in 3 purge balls. And when you put in the 3 purge balls, remember which hole doesn't have the ball in it, because that's going to be the side that you're going to put your hose into. Okay. So and then we're going to put these pistons in. All right. The pistons they look like little bullet heads. Okay. Leave the bullet head up. Okay. Don't put it in upside down. So the bullet heads go up. Okay. And they go in these little slots over here, right next to each other. Okay. So let's put this in. That's one. There's 4 of them. Okay. And the other thing that's also very, very much a pain in the ass for me with this pipe is that if you take the down stem off, okay, all this shit falls right out. Okay. I've dropped it many times, all these parts, and went scrambling looking for it, and I don't like that. You know, it's just because the only thing, once you have all that in there, you have this part that goes here into the heart, okay, and that's what holds everything in. But if I let go, okay, of this, everything's going to fall out. And the down stem, okay, which I'm going to go over next, okay, holds everything in here together. But you see what happens? As soon as I let go, everything jumps out, right? So that I don't like. I do not like that design. So maybe it's just me, but I just think for the amount of money that I'm paying, I shouldn't have to worry about parts falling out, right? So anyways, make sure I have all these in here. Everything kind of fell out again when I turned it over. See, that's the problem with this. So I'm gonna put those pistons back in the ball, and then we'll go back to discussing this. All right, let's see more questions. But I agree with you. Al says, but I agree with what you mean, though. Yeah, let's see. Put this in here. So there's lots of little parts with this. Not a pain in the butt to clean, to be honest with you. Pretty simple to clean, but I just don't like the fact that if you're not careful, you will lose parts because this does not stay. They should have made it so this part, you know, stays on here, you know, like even if you take off the down stem so you don't lose anything, all right? All right, so that's the heart. Let's move on to the rest of the parts here. This is the down stem. This is kind of neat, which I like. Now, how AN does their down stem is they give you the down stem with 2 pieces. You can have the down stem extended and by screwing on another portion of their down stem. This one, how they do it, you can just pull it like this, okay, to adjust your down stem. This is O-ring, the diffuser, which is very, very heavy and chunky. It works really well, okay? And this just O-rings onto here. Super easy like that, all right? So when you smoke by yourself, they say you should have, you know, not very, you know, deep, maybe like that or fully closed, okay? Because you don't need a lot of volume in the base when you're by yourself. You want a lot more volume in the base with less water in it if you're smoking with more than one person, to give you more space for smoking when you got more than one person. So I typically smoke it closed like this, okay? So you would take this, put it into the heart, screws in nice and easy. And now this is going to hold everything that we were just talking about in, right? And again, you can adjust it, okay? You're smoking with more than one, pull it out, and then you have less water in the base, giving you more volume of smoke in there, okay? More room for smoking with others. Smoking by yourself, they tell you to put it up like that, maybe adjust it a little bit. That's whatever you prefer, okay? And you're good to go. This diffuser, though, it is huge. It's beefy, very open, and makes this a very open draw pipe, okay? So that's your down stem. Let's talk about the up stem. The up stem has very basic, you know, steel pipe look, but it's got the little Pro X put in here, okay? You know, this is not a very fancy pipe, but it's well built, very heavy. This just goes right on here. We'll put this on right now. Just screws in. Emron says he loves the diffuser. Yeah, it is pretty badass. Okay. Now let's talk about, and this is your tray. Okay. Basic stainless steel, heavy stainless steel tray. Nothing spectacular about it. No engravings or logos or anything, but very good tray. Now, when you put this on, this has a slider tray. Okay, meaning that this will go. This, okay, attaches to the tray. All right. You put this on. You screw it in like this, and so this just goes in and out, right? So you have a slider tray. And how this works is, see how it's got an O-ring there? You have to push it in. Once it's in, it's locked in, okay? So the O-ring locks it in place. And so what we're gonna do though is, I wanna show you something. I got some additional parts, okay? Let me turn the camera around. I got for the, let's see. I've got the diffuser, okay? And I wanna show you that. And I also bought the carbon fiber handle, okay? And I also bought the carbon fiber hose port. So it does come with this hose port. When you buy it, I bought the carbon fiber, but this is what comes with it, all right? So if we turn the camera around again now, looking at the diffuser, okay? I bought this. This was like 69 bucks. I had bought this from sobihookah.com. Pretty easy, just unscrews. It's got, that comes off. All right, that's your diffuser. Pretty wide open, right? And easy cleaning. Works good. It's got an O-ring connector. When I got this though, I'll show you something here, which I don't like, all right? So how this would work is you take your diffuser, not diffuser, your molasses catcher, okay? You take your molasses catcher, okay? I was calling it a diffuser, sorry guys, getting myself ahead. So you take the molasses catcher, okay? Get the O-ring, right? It locks into place, okay? Again, locks into place. They did not design this well, okay? Jeremy, how are you, my brother? So they did not design this well. If you look here, okay? Again, this just, it goes in with the O-ring. It wiggles. They do not make this to fit. This fits fine into the up stem, but into the molasses catcher, it's a little loose, no matter what you do. And I've tried putting different O-rings on, right, to see if I can get this to lock up. No change in O-rings makes a difference. So, you know, this is all locked in nice, but the tray is loose. Just remember that. If you get this molasses catcher, it's not going to be super nice, okay? Piss me off. 69 bucks, you can't make a molasses catcher that fits the rest of your product well. Come on. I mean, it fits the stem well. They just didn't make this. They made the opening here a little bit larger than the up stem, so that's why you have the wiggle. So again, a little annoyance. It's not going to really affect your smoke, but it's annoying for the amount of money that I spent here. So, anyways, let me show you something here. This is the hose port that comes with it. Okay, I did not use this one. I got the carbon fiber one, and which is kind of neat is with this, and I'm going to show you later. All right, here's the carbon fiber one that I purchased. Okay, goes in here, and when you're not using the hose, okay, you can just keep your hose like that. See? Pretty cool, right? So this matches. Everything matches. So you've got carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. Altogether was like $120 for this, the molasses catcher, the handle, and the hose port. I bought it as a combo set, so I think it was like $120 US, but something like that. Anyways, that's the pipe so far. Let me see. Steamulation is looking legit. Just got my A on in the mail. Going to set it up tonight. Thanks for the recommendation. Anytime. All right, so let's take this pipe and let's go ahead and start putting a bowl together and smoke this bad boy, right? All right, so like I said, I got one hand here. I'm gonna carry this together here, and then we can put it together and get water. So let's go pack a bowl. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna pack some dark side and element combined, okay? All right, I'm gonna let's fill up the bowl first, okay? Hopefully you all can see me. All right, in and out, right? Pretty. Oh yeah, there's your 360 swivel. I forgot to show you that before. See, 360 degrees it swivels, which is kind of nice. My Genus Gator does that. The 360 I have on the BS Concept also has a 360 swivel. I really do like that feature. You know, it is kind of cool. But anyways, if you look on here, I don't know if you can see in the picture. You see how you can see the diffuser. You know where to put your water level with this base, right? Works really good. So I am gonna smoke. Okay, with more volume of water. I'm leaving this all the way up. Lay this down on the ground. Let's get some water going in here. Let's put the coals on while we're talking to save a little time here. All right, let's fill this up with water. Let's see. So how y'all doing this weekend? Having a good weekend? It's been a busy couple days. My kids are back in school, and they're starting their first 3 weeks of school back online. A lot of glitches, a lot of little issues. They actually go back to in-school class on the 3rd of September. I can't wait for that. I need a break, man. I love my kids, but you know, they're with us 24/7 since Corona started, since March. If you're a parent, you'll understand what I mean. All right, so let me see. I'm going to check the water level on here. I'm putting it in. If I need to add more, yeah, I'm going to need to put just a little bit more. See how that is. Like I said, you get a lot of volume of water when you keep the stem up like this, and that is fine. Let's see. Now I went a little too much. Yeah. So it's a testing game, right? But I've only smoked this pipe like 5 times, and I've been happy with it. So, but you know, getting used to it. There we go. Let's see. Just a splash less more. Now we should be good. I think we're good. Just check. Okay. Wipe this down. All right. Make sure we got everything where we want it to be. Put this open. Just see something here. All right. This is the non-purge ball right there. Okay. Just close this for now so I know which is which. All right. So we got the water in there. Gonna put this down. And let's pack a bowl. All right. So what are we gonna pack? We've got the Ferris bowl. I'm gonna use a Hookah John Ferris bowl. And we're going to pack dark side polar cream in here. I've got some element raspberry and some element moros for some cooling effect, all right? So we'll start off with the raspberry. And this is going to be a pretty loose pack. No dense pack on this stuff, right? We want to put a little under pack as far as... you know, where the level is, so we're not touching the bottom of our HMD. And I am going to be using the Steamulation HMD that I've already done a review on, but I'll show you all again once we get over there. So we're going to be using the Steamulation HMD, and I'll show you this pack once I get done. And it's pretty easy. You know, element and dark side, very easy tobacco to pack. A lot of people are like, oh, is it hard to pack? Nope, easy to pack. You know, it's more of a fluff pack most of the time. And I smoke this a lot in eggy bowls, you know, and with an HMD. But today I wanted to use the Ferris bowl, and because I know a lot of people have it. And I want to just show you how easy it is to pack this stuff, okay? Now the dark side tobacco is a little bit more thicker cut. on the tobacco. I don't know if you're not familiar with it. It's definitely a rougher cut than Element. Element is a little bit more refined cut, right? So, but I really like it. It smokes really well. Very juicy tobacco. Both, I found that to be with most of the Russian tobaccos, a lot of juice, So it's really good to have a molasses catcher, especially when you're smoking this Russian tobacco, because there is definitely a lot of juice in there, and you're going to be definitely doing a lot of cleaning if you don't use a molasses catcher. All right, so get that in here. All right, I love Polar Cream too. It's really good. Mixed up with the raspberry, it's almost like a creamsicle, Are the Lotus Cloud noobs not supposed to touch the tobacco? Are the Lotus Cloud noobs not supposed to... what do you mean by that? Do you mean not touch the tobacco? The nubs. I'm sorry, nubs. The Lotus Cloud nubs. No, you know what? I don't let them touch the tobacco. If you do, just a very, very little bit. If you want an easy cleanup, don't let the nubs touch the tobacco at all. I never do it. So I have no cleanup at all. I mean, literally, I just lift it up and rinse it with water by not touching the nubs. But if you do touch the nubs, just very, very little. But you don't need to touch the nubs to get a good smoke using that HMD, okay? Just FYI. So, yes, good question. Thank you. Sorry I didn't understand it at first. My bad. All right. Tobacco's all here. So then what I do is I use this, and I just adjust my tobacco to make sure it's packed the way I want it, making sure that it's all even, make sure I pull it a little away from the back wall of the bowl, okay? Make sure I just touch it down a little bit, so again, we're not going to be hitting the bottom of our HMD, and we should be good to go. It takes just a few seconds to do it this way, but makes a lot of difference. I've noticed, a lot of Russians, when they do their tobacco and they're doing mixes, they literally put their tobacco on a table and mix all the flavors together, okay, and then pack it. You could do it that way, or you could do it the way I did, was compartmentalize the tobaccos into different sections, and that's how most people do it, but there's many different methods. All right, so I don't know if you can see, that's our pack, okay? We're ready to go. Quick wash here. Thanks for working, okay? Gonna try in my current bowl. Absolutely, Alex, sure. All right, put this here, I'm gonna turn on my fan here. We're almost ready to flip the bowls, so we'll be good to go. And let's go put this hookah back on my stand and set it up while we're waiting for this to finish the charcoal. All right. Yeah, you all know I'm a neat freak when it comes to... I have to clean up as I go along. Sorry, everybody. It's just the way it is. All right, let's go put this back. And then we will get it completely set up, ready to smoke. And then we'll go flip the coals. We should be almost ready. Now, remember, with this pipe, okay, there is... I'm smoking by myself. So I'm only going to be using 3 purge balls, okay? 1 ball's left out. Because I can smoke it by myself with all the balls in there. It's not recommended you do it that way. It's recommended if you buy yourself to take one out. But it will smoke with all the purge balls in there, okay? And then, so when you're smoking with somebody else, you leave all the balls in there, all right? Just a heads up on that one more time. Would a Provost work with a Ferris? It may fit on there. I'd have to try. Here, I'll do it for you right now. Hold on 1 second. Let's put this tray in here, and then we can look at it together. But usually, if I use the Provost, most people use the Provost on foil, and that's typically how it's used, not just straight on top of the Ferris. But we can try. Let's go take a look. That's what I'm here for, to help with questions and stuff. So let me see. Let's turn the camera around here like this. All right, here's your Ferris. Here's your Provost. Yeah, it will work. I mean, but it just, if you want to do it that way, I guess you could. But I've never used a Provost without using foil. I use a foil for when I'm using foil. I use a Provost because I don't like to put coals directly on foil. I don't do that anymore because, you know, after smoking half a round of coals, I'm starting to feel the coal flavor in my smoke, and I don't like that. So I always use the Provost when I'm using foil. Otherwise, if I'm using an HMD, I'm going to use you know, the Lotus or one of my other the Steamulation or one of the other ones. You know, as far as having to not use foil, I use those typically. But with the Provost, I typically smoke with foil. All right, so let's bring this back here. Put the bowl on together here. Hold on a second. Now, all right. Oh, you know what we need? Let's get us a grommet. And with the grommet, then let's see. Grab this. Sorry, everybody. All right. Camera back around. All right, grommet there. Bowl here. Ready to go. All right, so here is our Steamulation HMD that we will be using, and I'll do a quick overview of that. Maybe some of you missed my live review on the Steamulation HMD, but pretty simple, nice used HMD. You can adjust the level of how far your coals are to your bowl, which is kind of neat. So let me just show you this real quick while we're finishing up. All right, so the Steamulation HMD, okay, you've got a lid here, okay, and the lid will lock into place, okay. You put it in the cutouts, and then you twist it. See if you can see it like that. You see how it cuts and twists? So that's the lid, okay. And on the base is the interior, right? All these open air flows, okay. And on the base, let's see if you can see that there. You see you got the little level. You can raise this, okay. So you raise the coals away from your HMD, and also you can bring it all the way up to the top now, okay, for putting your coals on, and then you can lower it down and bring it into place if you want. I never do it that way. I'll start right here, very close to the bowl, okay, and then as it starts getting a little hot, I'll adjust it and raise it up notches to make sure the coals aren't too close and burning my smoke, okay. So that's how this works, and so we're going to put this on. I'll show you how this looks. All right, that's it. So we're good to go here. And let's get the hose on here. Let me show you that. Let's make sure we have this on the right setup here. Let's see, this one. Make sure that's open. Flip around. I have a closed one here, and the closed one is going to be the one that I've got the purge, no purge bowl in. Well, I opened it up. I think it was this one. We'll find out in a second. I think that's the one I got to use. All right, so put this here. You'll know immediately if you got the connector put in the wrong one. You'll feel the draw is a little off, okay? But so let's take a look. That is your pipe all set up. It is a pretty pipe. It does smoke extremely well. Besides some of the design things that I don't like about this hookah, it smokes extremely well. So you know, for the amount of money, you know, you've got that, and you've got your Aeon here, as you can see. The reason I'm on, and a little bit more than the Steamulation Pro, they basically have the same features, except the Aeon does not have the 360-degree swivel heart, okay? So, not a big deal. And the Aeon, okay, if you look at it here, you have these right here if you want to stop the airflow from coming out, okay, instead of doing a twist to stop airflow, okay, and give you a stricter draw, you just put these plugs in too, and this also forces air up here to change the purge. The Aeon is because you could buy different accessories and have the thing purge in so many different ways. It's got an up purge, down purge, outward purge. I mean, it's got all different kinds of cool features, and that's why I like Aeon. There's a lot of versatility in that pipe, where the Steamulation is you get what you get. There's really not just, you know, with it. So, but it does smoke really, really well. It's built like a tank, and it's just a different pipe than Aeon, but it will do the job. But for price price, if I had a choice between these two and I can only buy one, I would go with the Aeon, okay? And only because of what the different accessories you can buy with the Aeon, okay? Bro, you went all in with Steamulation. Nice setup. Thank you so much. What a pro. Okay, we already did that part. Okay, so here we look like our coals are ready. Let's shut off the fan here. Shut this burner off. Okay, I've got 3 black cocos. And black cocos are coals that come from Germany. They're really, really good coals. I don't know if you can get them here anymore in the States. Hookah John was selling them, and he no longer has them, but they're amazing coals. I really like them. I had gotten a full case of them, so I'm still using them, which work really good. All right, so let me see if I can do this with you all. All right. All right, 1. Now remember, with any HMD, you gotta have patience getting it started because, you know, it's not like you putting it on foil. Everything takes a little time. So as you can see, I've got 3 coals in there, fit in there really good, right? And I put the lid on. Come on. There we go, and then that locks into place. All right, here we go. So we're going. And let it get happy for a couple minutes, and then we'll start giving it a pull. See how that works out. Alrighty. Let me take a draw right now. Let's make sure we got the right port. Got the right port, so that's good. Alright. Now let me just show you something. I don't know if you can see the water level. Alright. Right above the holes of the diffuser. That's it. Okay. I love my Aeon Premium, great pipe once you get it dialed in. Absolutely. You know, these pipes with all these, with the hearts, like the Aeon and this Steamulation, they've got so many additional features to them that you really have to get yourself smoking with it a few times, get everything the way you like it, the way you like your draw, the way you want to use the down stem. Because you can have a longer down stem or shorter down stem on the Steamulation. Again, Steamulation and both Aeon recommend, if you're going to smoke with more than one person, to extend your down stem, okay? And the Aeon has a screw-in addition to make it longer, whereas the Steamulation is a O-ring slide that you can go up and down with, okay? So that makes it really nice. You smoking with just yourself, they recommend you keep it pretty short, so less volume of air, less time to purge, less air to purge out of your bowl. So that's how that works, you know. But you know, well, you know, this is it is a good pipe, and it smokes really good. It's pretty, but there are a couple little annoyances that I've already discussed with you all. So you know, maybe those little factors won't annoy you. That the bowl port doesn't sit in the molasses catcher very well, or that you can't take out your hose port valves, so you can't take them out. They're hard to get out. Maybe you're strong enough to pull them out without ripping your hands apart, but I couldn't. All right, let's try and get this going. Nothing yet. Gonna take a little time. Hold on 1 second. Get a little happy, a little air. We're starting to get a little wispies. This takes usually about four minutes to heat up, and because the this HMD is really hard to. I've got a wind cover, but the wind cover, because the width of this HMD is so wide, it doesn't really fit very good. I do have a protector that I can put around it, but I don't think it's really doing much, you know, because the top is open. So do you all have any questions so far while we're waiting for this thing to heat up? Again, I paid 316 euros and 71 euros for shipping. So we're talking 395 euros, just shy of 400 euros, which will put you probably about the $480 range shipped. It sounds like an airplane. Starting to get a little bit more clouds. Hey Ali, how are you, brother? Is there potential for air leaks to lose molasses catcher connection? No. As long as you've got your molasses catcher, it's got an O-ring, and as long as that's inserted well on this particular model has an O-ring. Most of the molasses catchers that are stainless steel are either threaded, or they go on a grommet, or they actually slide right into the, they have an 18/8 stem that fits right into the up stem, so there is no airflow loss. Is the Aeon Premium stem adjustable? Yes, the Aeon Premium is adjustable by, not like this where you just pull it up and down. It has an additional attachment that screws in to extend the length of your down stem. So the Aeon, you can extend your down stem. I don't ever use it. I keep my down stem short because I'm smoking by myself with one pipe. Hey Zach, how are you? Alright, starting to get some clouds now. Like I said, it takes you usually about 4 minutes to get this thing going. Alright, let me flip the camera around so you all face. Alright, let's take a look at this. Your purge. And as you can hear the clanking, and those are the pistons going up and down. Watch. Those are the pistons dropping back inside, is what you're hearing, okay? So it makes a cute little clanking noise, I guess. Let's see. I mean, the top stem, I've seen some premium shorter than others. Oh, you mean the... oh, yeah, you can... They come apart in sections, so yeah, absolutely. You can, depending on which section you use in the stainless steel, is 2 sections. The if you use the up stem on it with the plastic sleeves, that's one size. You really can't adjust that too much on that pipe. All right, pull again. Go. Hey, Ali. So it's smoking really good. It's very open draw. It will purge the air out of the base in one good breath. I'll see if I can get a good shot of that for you. Again, I'm trying to get some good smoke in the base right now for you. Now, I'm going to raise, see if I can do this and show this now that, the heat level away because it's getting a little hot now. So, see if I can do it with one hand. Hold on. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Hopefully you can see it while I do it. I'm just trying to adjust the camera so you can see up here or not. So, taking your hand, holding the top, and I'm going to raise up the level, okay? So it's a little bit further away from the tobacco so it's not getting harsh, all right? So let's see if I can show you now. I raised it up a notch, so because it was starting to get a little hard, and it's smoking good now. We should be fine. All right. Base not super filling, though. It's kind of hard to tell. as you see, there's nothing left in there as far as smoke. So get it. It smokes really, really good. It really has a great open draw. If you're into really open draws, this is a pipe for you. If you like a more restricted draw, then you know, even by adjusting the valves, I'm going to show you some valves. Since this, you know, I've got these open right now. Okay, so let's show you here. I'm gonna close that. Close that. Close that. All right. All right. I mean, we're talking, I barely can't even feel the difference by closing out those valves. And even with them closed, you're still going to get some purge. To me, opening and closing those are kind of a gimmick, to be honest. I mean, I don't see them changing my airflow very much, you know, by able to close those ports. It is kind of a cool feature, but it's not really doing much for me. So if you're thinking, well, it's an open pipe, I can close those vents and it'll be more, it's going to be give me the restricted draw that I like. I don't think you're going to find that it will. It will help just a little bit, but not much. The difference with the Aeon is when you close off the ports by putting the plugs in, okay, those plugs are basically just redirecting your purge upward instead of out of the ports. So it's not helping you restrict anything with the Aeon. That's a little different there. Oliver, how are you? So, what do you got? Any more questions? Hit me up. What's on your mind? Anything about this pipe or anything else you want to discuss, let me know. The Steamulation HMD, it's a very good HMD. It works very well. It does take a few minutes to get going. I'm happy with this purchase. I actually bought 2 of them, and I've got one brand new in the box. Usually when I buy stuff, I usually buy 2. So if I have a company over, we can each enjoy the same products, you know. So that's what I do. Except hookahs. I won't buy 2 each hookah. Alrighty, well, it looks like we don't have any more questions. Listen, I just want to thank everybody again for joining this live review of the Steamulation Pro X. If you got any more questions regarding this hookah or any other products, you're welcome to send me a personal message and I'll reply as soon as possible. And let's see, Paul's got a question. How long is the hose handle? You know, Paul, I think this is about I would say this is probably like 14 inches. It's not 16, but it's a pretty good size handle. I like it. It's very good in the hand, and very, very light. The carbon fiber is really nice. Got good stainless steel tip on it. It's not aluminum. This is stainless steel, and it fits really, really good in your hand. So I like the size of this. I don't like the shorter 12-inch handles. You know, I like, this is definitely at least 14. I even like the 16, the really tall ones, you know. So, oh, well, before I go, I want to show you all something that I just got. Hold on one second. I'm a very big fan of glass handles, and so these just came from Aeon, and I got 2 of them. These are Aeon glass handles. They're like $15 a piece, you know, from Aeon. Now again, you're going to spend a fortune if you buy them just by themselves because they're going to charge you the same amount of shipping. But as far as size-wise, let me show you something here. This is just slightly bigger, the glass handle. Okay, if you look at where the if you look at the stem here, so glass just a little bit bigger. I love smoking with glass. Love smoking with glass. It's my favorite handle to smoke with. I think it really enhances your smoke. It feels really good in your mouth, and love glass handles. Hard to find here in the U.S. glass handles. Not many people sell them, so most of the time you got to buy them overseas. Are they heat-activated color-changing ones? No, these aren't the heat-activated ones that change color, but unfortunately. Let's see, Paul, it's about an inch shorter than the MIG, but a little bit wider. Very true, yeah. It's definitely wider than the MIG, and I'll show you the MIG one. Pull out the MIG here so you all can see. Let's see, sorry. Got so many handles here. Let's see. All right, so here's the MIG. Okay. Let's see. Actually, the MIG is actually taller. Okay. Yeah, the MIG is, let's see, it's about 1 inch shorter than the MIG. That's about right. Yeah, 1 inch shorter than the MIG. That's about right. And as you can see, the girth on the Steamulation is quite a bit more. So it's definitely a wider, about an inch shorter, and definitely wider than the MIG. The carbon fiber on the MIG, it's got a nice gloss, smooth feel to it, and this is kind of a flat, I guess you could say flat black kind of carbon. A little bit different feel in the hand, but that's the MIG over the Steamulation one. But yeah, it's really good. 14 is perfect for me. Yeah, Paul, me too. I like 14. It's really, really good. Hey Zach, how are you? Appreciate you coming. I'm sorry if you just joined in. I'm going to post this video when we're done. You can go back and watch the review of the Steamulation. So I'm about to sign off on this now. But anyways, you're welcome. Once we're done here, I'll post this and you'll be able to rewatch it. Again, thank you all for joining Smoking with Bob. I hope this was informative for you. I hope it helps you make some decisions on purchasing the product or not. You know, as far as would I buy it or wouldn't I buy it, I would buy it. There are some things that annoy me, like I said, but otherwise it's a great pipe, very open, and I would not pay more than you know, $350 for this pipe. If you find it for what I paid for it, you're getting a decent price. But don't spend more than $350 for this pipe. There are other options out there too that you could get for that smoke just as well or even better as far as build quality and for a little bit less money. But I enjoy this pipe. I think it's a very good pipe, and I do use it in my I will use this in my lineup regularly. So you know, it's a good pipe. I'll definitely go back. Love Steamulation. Absolutely, Zachary. All right, everybody. Again, congratulations, Hookah University, for 4,000 members. Let's all be proud of this group. We've done a great job. We've come a long way. I'm proud to be a moderator here, and look forward to seeing us grow even more. Enjoy your Saturday. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you on the next edition of Smoking with Bob. You take care now.